Hey guys, I'm doing Thursday live. I do live so you know what's going on a Thursday, and there's a lot of jobs going on that are really important, and some things I just want to show that other jobs that have been overlooked are other places. But also don't forget we do smash repairs. This week we've picked up 4 or 5 smash repairs, so we pick the bikes up. If you have a smash, I hope you don't, or a drop down or anything like that, give us a call. And on that note, join what's the group with the
courtesy, yeah.
God knows, but yeah, there's a lot of groups you can join and link up with.
Bikes for Bikers Down.
Bikes for Bikers Down. It's a really good organisation. Get on Facebook and like that. She's a beautiful lady, and she had an experience, and she just wants to help people. So get linked with that. But yeah, smash repairs, Ducatis, Jap bikes, Harleys, we do them all here, and we're preferred repairers, so that's the best thing. Get anyone who has a problem, give us a yell, and we'll make sure your bike's better when you get it back. Real quick, this is Rim's bike, and Rim does a lot of Ks. I think this thing's over 100,000 V-rod muscle, and he's just had some changes in his life, so he wants us to make a set of bars. We're actually using burley bars and modifying triple trees, and we work with V-Rod to make the parts, and we've taken photos of Rim and got him sit right where he wants to be, and we'll tailor this bike to him. So yeah, that's really good. The only other job I wanted to show you was
Nigel's.
Oh yeah, Nigel. So Nigel come to us. He just had his bike serviced. I won't go into it, but it's quite bad. He brought it in and had a bike service, and he had some complaints about the rear end, and he's a really nice guy, so I don't know why you'd want to not answer a customer back, but he's an absolute gentleman. And he's bought this bike, and apparently his Freddie Fittler's bike was one of his bikes. Freddie's a legend. I've got some friends who know him as well. But the worst thing that happened, he brought the bike in, and he thought the gearbox had it. Went online, and people were saying gearbox. So don't go online, just give me a call. And I said, I'd be very surprised with this size motor that's got a gearbox issue. I went to ride out the driveway. Here's the bearings. This is a really dangerous situation. There's his spacers. They're the spacers they've welded to the genuine spacers. We've actually had to weld onto the bearings to get them out. Right, this is how we do it here at APL. You won't get this in normal shops, how to do this. I quite often get people ringing me up, and they go to a shop and they say, oh, the wheel's wrecked. Well, yeah, the wheel was technically wrecked or damaged or unusable in a normal shop. But at APL, on the other side, we just machined a new sleeve, machined the wheel, and put a new bearing in. And the problem, which you won't get this help, is normal in other places. That means that all the spacing's a little bit different now. But we make all the spacers here at APL. I don't need to buy, genuine spacers won't fit here now, but I want to save this wheel and have it back in use. I don't want him to go through a $2,000 wheel or whatever they are, $1,800 for a wheel. So we're able to fix this at APL. So we just one-stop shop. We do this all here. I get other people ringing up and saying they just had to go buy a new wheel. Well, you don't have to. Just give us a call. A bit of correspondence. George Harrington rung today. He's had about 7 or 8 Harleys, and he's been watching the lives. Thanks, George. I'm going to give you a call back, as I always do every day. So I do about 30 calls, 40 calls a day, normally from around 11 to 3 o'clock. I'll try and get back to everyone. But he's liking what we do and how we're into our getting back to people. He's liking our advice, and he wants to become a part of the APL team.
He's got a brand new bike.
He's got a brand new Harley Breakout. And we'll look after you, George. Thanks heaps, and I'm glad you appreciate what I do in the videos. Look, the other question was on correspondence. I got also Dan. He's got a Fat Bob up in Queensland. It's had a not too bad a build on it, but it was a lot of money spent for not a lot of power. And he's asking me about, he's got 259 cams in this motor, and it's a 103 high comp thing, twin cam, and can I go to 260s? Well, he got advised to go to 260s, but he's not going to achieve anything because his manifold's too small and his heads are too small. And I'd rather see him in a better cam than a Screaming Eagle cam. So that's what I mean. Come to us for the advice, and I'll tap. But what's happening is he's going to send his bike down from Gladstone down to here. That's in a month's time. But I told him, don't waste your money on that cam. You're going to achieve nothing. So that's what I mean. Ring up. So I just saved him $600-700 of work, and we'll build him a better motor later, which he wants to do. So the motor wasn't bad, but when you're machining 110s and doing all funny things, and it just doesn't work out. It's just a lot of money spent and not a lot of power gained. Okay, so
I'm just laughing. Garrett said a big shout out. His ride back to Queensland was enjoyable.
Oh, Garrett, mate, you are hardcore. You are a hardcore dude. And well, that was the 120R engine we built, and that bike was amazing. Garrett picked it up. He's an army dude, like he's special. Like he goes over Iraq. He's a legend. He come here on a Friday. It was freezing cold here in Sydney. I believe he was back up in
Townsville
Townsville.
Sunday afternoon.
Or
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon around 4 o'clock. That's hardcore. They're the sort of people I love having around. People that ride, I envy you. You're a legend, mate. We enjoyed your bike. We enjoyed you. You got really good job done, and that bike was amazing. I could have rode that to Queensland, actually.
You wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have ridden it probably. But I would have rode it down the drag strip for you. Look, that's 6 seconds. But look, that was an awesome, fun time. And I've got a really special video on that. And we'll edit it, and the whole build's filmed on the GoPro. GoPro is one of my sponsors, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud to be an ambassador for GoPro. But the last one was just this hammer. This is
Josh's.
He come down from Newcastle. It's a Victory hammer. We know them really well. He's actually friends of mine. He's from old motocross buddies, Chapo and all them guys. He's absolute legends. He's the funnest guys I've ever met in my life. But we're going to tune it. He's got the baffles out of it, but I'm actually going to modify these baffles and make them work better. They're better off being in there, but not in this form. So I'm going to modify them and change a few things here and build a tuned exhaust. It'll go in the climate controlled dyno room. Will be PC5 in it, and it's going to come out amazing. And you're an old motocross dude, so you're going to ride this bike like a motocross, like a bull. So look, I'm looking forward to doing that. But we'll be putting these back in, but we'll be changing how they enter this baffle here. And, this is the only place we can do this, It's just really fortunate we understand exhaust and all performance and how it helps with just the basic, or not basic, but a hammer, making a hammer go. Look, guys, share around. Thanks very much. I can't believe the messages and the support. And I'll try and remember yous, and if you ever want something answered, just give me a call, because it's not worth going to Google and asking about 260 cams and all that. Don't waste your time. Just give me a call and I'll give it to you straight. Chances are we've done the job 100 times, and if I don't know, I'll work it out. But there's a lot of maths in the motors, and you can really make a lot of power, and you've got to understand it. The workshop's got to have the equipment. You've got to have the guys that know how to do it. And we're the only shop cut out for doing that these days. That's what I focus on really hard, and having this beautiful, amazing place and amazing people. Anyway, talk soon. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next Thursday.